From section 18, we have understood that the parties who are directly involved in the suit, their admissions, if they are self-harming, they operate against the author of that particular kind of a statement. Secondly, we have also gone through section 19, which states that the admission by such a person who is not directly involved in the dispute, his admission also can operate as relevant against one of the party in the suit. Section 20 has another dimension. It also is in the connection with section 19. It is trying to say that when the dispute is going between the parties, and if one of the party has referred a particular person to other for certain opinion, and accordingly if that referee has made certain admission, and if it is of self-harming nature, that is relevant against the party which has expressly referred to that person to another party. So section 20 is trying to say that admissions by referee are relevant. We'll take example. When there is a question whether a car sold by A to B is in good condition, and what has happened, A asked B, who was supposed to purchase the car. A is supposed to sell his own car and B is supposed to be purchasing the car. A asked B, the proposed purchaser, to go and ask C, the mechanic, what is the condition of that car. And whatever the admission of C with regard to the condition, state of that particular car to B, that statement is relevant, and that can be relevant against A, because it has trying to say that it was A who asked, who referred B to C to seek the opinion about a particular kind of a thing for a certain purpose. Therefore, as A has referred B to go to C, the admission of C can be relevant against A. So this is trying to convey that section 20 is an exception to the hearsay rule. In case of K.M. Singh versus Secretary Association of Indian Universities, the question was whether the resignation was given voluntarily or it was a sort of involuntary kind of resignation. In that connection, the person who actually is stating, the party which is stating that the resignation was involuntary, had expressly asked the authorities who have accepted the kind of resignation to say the status, explain the status on oath by going to Gurudwara. Accordingly, that authority went to the Gurudwara, and on oath they stated that the resignation was voluntary. Therefore, as the person he himself referred the other party to go to Gurudwara and explain the status of resignation, whether it was voluntary or involuntary, on oath. Therefore, the statement of that authority becomes relevant against the person who expressly referred to that kind of a person.